This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Power Hour is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Hey, Zacho.
Yes, sir.
Did you see that giant tornado in Arkansas last night?
I did not see the aftermath. I did watch it.
I didn't see the
live.
aftermath. I the size of that tornado. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's too. Yeah, I was. We were watching.
It's a twister.
Yeah.
It's a twister.
I watched probably close to 12 hours of severe weather coverage yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a massive outbreak, and I didn't want to really look at the results this morning because a lot of it happened overnight, and that is the most dangerous time from a fatality standpoint because people are sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully,
Yep.
more severe weather today, tomorrow, and Saturday down there. So if you live in Arkansas, good luck.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Good morning.
Hopefully you're okay.
Good morning, Arkansas.
You want to watch us? You can as well, by the way. At KFAN.com/watch. Thanks to our friends at
Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, maybe.
Should we do Fan 5?
If you,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay,
Yep.
good. I've got stuff prepared for you as well for the next segment that I think you're gonna love.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, I think you're gonna love it.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you. I love you guys.
You know, today is opening day for the Minnesota Twins down at Target Field.
Let's
Paul
go.
Allen will be broadcasting from Target Field.
Oh, sweet.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vox inside the batter's box.
Is that what they're calling it?
I think so.
Box in the
my
box.
Box in the box. Yeah.
Batter's box. I like it. That's new. I like it.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Let's
That's
do it.
dope.
Abbott texted me, PA broadcasting live from Target Field this morning for the Twins home opener. If you can mention, that would be great. Please and thank you, teammate.
Should we talk more Mario Kart?
Oh, man, that it just looks sick.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And what its pre-order is what? The 9th, you
The
said?
9th. BestBuy.com has a bundle for it.
So you save some money if you pre-order it.
Yeah.
And I want to do that knockout race. That looks super fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You can drive boats,
You
and
play it
snowmobiles.
on your big TV. You don't play it on the handheld, do you?
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
Why do you get a big TV if you're not going to use it?
I almost never use the mobile version of it. I don't trust myself to take it places.
Right.
I only hook it up to the TV.
Dock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dock it.
Okay.
Dokken, yeah.
Yep,
In my dreams.
What's Dokken's third best song, Hawk?
Probably Breaking the Chains.
How does that go?
Breaking the chains.
That's Fleetwood Mac.
Nobody else can.
How many times have you seen Dokken?
In the neighborhood of 107.
My God, you have a problem.
That's right. I love them.
You'd have a better chance of seeing Dokken in Northtown Mall this afternoon.
Okay.
Just wandering the
Yeah.
stores looking for Spencer's gifts.
That'd be cool.
Spencer's.
Do you like the song, Hawk, Dream Warriors?
Yeah, it's the from the soundtrack from Freddy's Nightmare on Elm Street series. We're the Dream Warriors, ain't gonna dream no more.
How about the song Just
Would
Got
you let
Lucky?
me finish the chorus? Maybe tonight you'll be gone. Okay, go ahead.
How about Heaven Sent?
There's no way. No, Ron, that's Heaven's Trail. Heaven sent. Thought it could never be.
How about-
Heaven, would you let me finish the chorus? Heaven sent. If I had only seen that you were burning the fire in me.
Like Ross Perot.
How about
guest singing for Dokken?
How about Mr. Scary?
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
How about Just Got Lucky?
Ding, 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 bum, bum, bow, doo, doo, doo.
What album?
Would you let me finish the chorus? Is from Tooth and Nail.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, it's the second song on that record. Comes right after the intro, which is, I forget what the intro is called, but it's a really cool little guitar ditty he does. And then it goes bum 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 bow, down, down, down. Should have known better.
And lastly,
by the way, the intro on Tooth and Nail, the intro song that you were struggling to come up with the title, it's called, quote, "Are you sure you wanted to buy this album?"
How about Unchain the Nighthawk?
That's the first album I ever bought with my own money.
Is it really?
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unchain the Night.
Never unchain the night.
God, you're good, man.
Hey, speaking of first albums, when I was bowling, yesterday, when I skipped that 3 o'clock call,
yep,
there were random facts up on the scoreboard. And I wanted to see if you knew this one, Christopher, because I think this is something you might know.
Hell, is it about Dokken?
No, but it's about music.
Is it about
According to the stat at the bowling alley, I didn't double check this. I didn't fact check this. Somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. The first compact disc ever pressed was what album?
It's in my brain. Hold on. Ever pressed. I have like 3 that are in my brain. Tell me if any of these are right. The Eagles, Greatest Hits, Backstreet Boys, or Vanilla Ice. Was it any of those 3?
No.
What was it?
Anybody else know?
Michael Jackson?
Was it Thriller?
You're in the right year window. You're in that same range. I think it's somewhere in that 84-ish range, 84, 85 range.
Yeah, right.
Bowie?
Nope.
Tooth and Nail?
Nope. Dokken wasn't first. This is a solo artist, but he was famous for also having a band.
Bolton?
So not Elton John. Solo artist famous for having a band.
Was it Steve Perry?
No,
that's a real good guess, though.
But I'm saying, like, the name of the band is the guy who has a band.
Bon Jovi.
Boy George.
You're getting closer. Bon Jovi's closer.
OMC.
Bruce Springsteen.
Nailed it.
Ooh,
Born
nice.
to Run.
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that.
Now, let's look it up to see if that's true. But the bowling alley said that was the case, that Born to Run was the first CD ever pressed. I wonder.
That's really interesting. I did not know that.
My computer froze.
Use your iPad. Are you watching golf?
I'm getting multiple answers here.
What are they saying?
One says Billy Joel's 52nd Street, and another one says, this was a test pressing. It says Richard Strauss's An Alpine Symphony.
Oh, God. Dick Strauss was first.
Something says the first produced compact disc
Oh, my God.
was a 1979 recording of Claudia Aru performing Chopin Waltzes.
Chopin Waltzes. My God, do you not? Never mind. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. I like this better. I like the reality better. He thinks his name is Chopin. I like it better. It makes the world better.
What, to have him read?
To have him think that his name is Chopin.
Chopin Waltzes.
Kung Fu movies were big during that time. Kung Fu movies were big during that time.
Got blisters on my hand from chopping all these waltzes.
I wonder what the ratings would do if we just, like, once a segment, just had you read a Wikipedia paragraph.
Doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't.
I mean, I basically just did.
I know, but not well, but I mean, you did.
No, I didn't.
No.
Do you guys have any band that has released a record in the last 20 years that you know as well as I know Dokken from Tooth and Nail? I remember every word to almost every song in that record.
Fair to Midland for sure. That's in the last 20 years. I got obsessed with those two albums.
The Wheeler Walker album.
Yeah.
I love every song on
Which
that
one?
album. I think it
Wheeler Walker record.
Oh.
Yeah. when Hockey and I interviewed him, we got yelled at for playing the music on the podcast because it was
podcast.
But it was too filthy.
It was dirty. So what?
Yeah,
I like
who cares? Right?
But we've talked about this so many times, though. Growing up in the era of the CD where you had to know which track number your favorite songs were, changed the way you memorized albums. Right now, with streaming, I just go to the exact song that I want. I don't necessarily know what number on the album it is, right? It doesn't really matter. You just get a playlist. So, 311 has something like 14 albums. I bet I could go through the first 7 or 8 or 9 in order every album. You go to the last 3 or 4 albums, I know what songs are on it, but I don't know if I know the order, because why would I have to ever listen to it in the order anymore?
Yeah. There's a lot of albums I used to be able to do that.
Same.
For sure.
It doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't matter.
Sequencing was such a big deal.
It was a big deal, right? Yeah. It mattered what your first song was, and it definitely mattered, where was that first single?
Yeah.
Remember, when a band would put out an album and the single would be the 9th song? You're like, what are you doing, buddy?
Put that second or third.
Yeah, it's got to be in the top 3. That's got to be a quick hitter. Let's go.
Hawk?
Yes, sir.
How good is the song Heartless Heart?
You got a heartless heart.
It sounds like a parody.
So
yeah.
It can't be a thing.
It's so good. That's such a good tune.
It kind of sounds like every title that Sauce says, it's the same exact tune.
Yeah.
But Hawk just replaces it with new words.
Yeah.
You're heaven sent,
Yeah.
Mr. Scary.
Speaking of Mr. Scary, Zach, your hands up.
This Saturday, April 5th,
Don't say it.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Give it to me. Is it still
Some
on the map?
casino down there.
Oh, I bet
Dokken live in concert.
I bet he's been to that casino. How about Hawk, the song Bullets to Spare?
'Cause I got bullets to spare.
How about Alone Again?
That's the song. I'd like to see you in the morning light. I'd like to feel you when it comes to night.
Can I give that gal a heads up, though? The gal that he wants to see in the morning light or whatever? Careful, because Dokken's got bullets to spare.
No, he does.
He's got leftover ammo.
He's not
careful.
When he's talking about bullets to spare,
He's talking about...
he's talking sexually.
Got it.
That means
Metaphor.
give me 5 minutes, we'll go again.
How about Turn on the Action?
Same thing.
I don't know that song.
That's the last song in the album.
Turn on the
How
action.
about When Heaven Comes...
When heaven comes down,
That's
cause I'll be waiting.
so bad.
Into the fire, baby.
Into the fire, I'm falling.
Good.
God, you love
Into the fire.
Dokken.
Good,
I
get
told
in
you,
there.
That's the first record I ever bought with my own money.
I think that's it. Just got lucky we did that one.
Pushing me back in the water. I'm the turtle or the lobster trying to crawl out. Come on, man, let me outside of here.
Nah, Dokken, get in there.
Did you sing Don't Close Your Eyes?
Don't close your eyes.
Do we do Unchain the Night?
I'll be there.
Which one?
Unchain the Night.
Never unchain the night.
God, you love Dokken.
Again, when you bought a record with your own money
True.
for the first
Good
time,
point. Yeah.
you listened to that some bitch over and over. I don't remember that last song, though. It must have been like an added one later.
You know what, though? I swear to you, I mean this sincerely. I'm not ripping your genre of choice in the 80s. All the lyrics you're singing, this is kind of to Max's point, but all these songs that you're singing, the lyrics sound absolutely worthless, which means to me, it sounds like it was just the vibe, right? It was the attitude, it was the image. It doesn't even matter what they're singing. It does sound like you just do Mad Libs with heaven, girl,
bullets.
Bullets. It just sounds like you spin the wheel and whatever it lands on, as long as you sang it the way they sang it, looked the way they looked, that it was going to work.
How about the song, Hawk, Stop Fighting Love?
Don't know that one either.
I'm sure that's what it sounded
Nailed
like.
Will the Sun Rise? Do you know that one?
I don't.
From the album Under Lock and Key?
Yeah, see, Under Lock and Key, I had some great songs on it, but it was very top heavy.
Yeah.
It had
Don't
In
Lie
My
to
Dreams,
Me.
The Hunter. I'm the hunter, searching for love on these lonely streets.
Searching for love.
Again.
Did you ever listen to the album?
Would you let me finish the chorus? I'm the hunter, trying to find the things that I might never find again.
Was the song Burning Like a Flame about his wiener?
Never thought I'd love love would last for so long.
Terrible.
Time and time and again, I thought that you would be gone.
What a simile. What could this be burning like? A flame. Good one, Dokken.
Burning like a flame. Great song. That's a great song. I forgot about that song.
What about Lightning Strikes Again?
Rocking all night until the lightning strikes again.
It's like that SNL bit. If all the Dokken ever goes up from streaming services, they can just have Hawk do it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I love the album names, too. Breaking the Chains, of course.
Great.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great
Tooth
stuff.
and Nail. Under Lock and Key.
That's right. Yep.
Back for the Attack.
Back for the Attack.
Was that
which
good?
became a live record.
Prisoner, do you know
Beast
that
Beast
one?
from the East. Thank you. Beast from the East. Loves that live record. Some bitch. I got that from Columbia House. I guarantee it. Never paid a dime for it.
No, and then, was that when you were calling the sex lines?
Don't talk to me.
Beast from the East.
How's that? What were some of the bangers on that?
It was a live album, and he started by going, oh, and the crowd goes, oh, and he goes, one more time now, oh. And then they go in, it's you know justice, you fall in love. And then he rhymed love with love. Because he couldn't think of another word.
It's Not Love.
Oh, great song.
Yeah.
We done that one yet?
Yeah.
No.
It's not love that left you stand on.
So good.
It's not love.
How about from
that
19
left you- Would you let me?
Come on, Sauce.
Of course. Misunderstanding, only a mistake. There's no other left to take. Why, baby, why did you make me let you go and leave me so lonely?
Were you into the song from 1994, Nothing Left to Say, from Dokken?
No.
No, he had moved on from
I
Dokken.
remember that.
How about Cry of the Gypsy? Did you like that song?
No, I had a young child and I was not allowed to listen to rock and roll. 94, I had a.
What about it? No, that's from 87, from Back for the Attack.
90, again, once grunge hit,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine Dokken's manager going, what are we doing? It's 1994.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, Corey, if I may be real, the lack of weight to those song lyrics, exactly what you're describing, is exactly what led to Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam et al., because they started writing about songs that actually meant something.
Yep.
And that changed everything. Yeah. Yeah. And it got real depressing.
It sure did.
Yeah, it got real depressing. But you know what? Every positive thing has its negative counterpart. That's how, the scale's got to balance out. And it always does.
Yep. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, Paul. And it's kind of like an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. And of course, the winner in that metaphorical matchup is
Gravity. Hawk?
Gravity.
Last one. Dream Warriors.
I already sang it. It's the song from the Freddie.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
No, it's okay. We're the Dream Warriors. Man, do you remember how good that first Nightmare on Elm Street movie was?
Never saw it.
I haven't seen it either.
That was scary.
I was terrified.
Did not want to go to sleep.
No.
It was scary.
And I can fall asleep on a dime anywhere, especially when I was a kid. Oh my God, I was terrified of Freddy.
Yeah. God, that band was great. You guys probably don't remember this because I've only told the story once because it's embarrassing for everybody involved. But Sarah Jane and I were in line at an airport, I think in, weirdly, Charlotte, North Carolina. And behind me was Don Dokken. The Don Dokken, the lead singer of Don Dokken.
No way.
Of Dokken. And it was a morning, and he was dressed as Don Dokken.
Yep.
And
cosplaying himself.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself a couple of things.
Kiss me.
Man, does he look different facially? You know what I mean? We all get old.
Yep.
We all die young. We all get old, if we're lucky. Second of all, it must be a damn problem to have to wear that much leather when it's this hot outside. And then I'm reminded of, I think it was Ozzy. The Ozzy Osbourne talking about being at the pool when he was on tour, might have been an Ozfest tour, and he looked over and Rob Zombie was sitting at the pool with everybody hanging out because that's what they were doing. But Rob Zombie was dressed as Rob Zombie at the pool.
Can't wear just swim shorts to the pool. You're Rob Zombie.
Yeah. So he's at the pool outside in the sunshine, and just smelling like hell.
Well, can you imagine? Think of who had to sit next to Dokken on the plane.
I know.
An old dude in leather.
Yeah.
And there's a 98% chance.
99? How's your dad? Is he okay?
99% chance.
Brilliant.
99% chance that if it wasn't Chris sitting next to Dokken, whoever sat next to Dokken on that flight had no idea who he was.
No.
Just thought it was an old biker guy that couldn't give up the leather and smelled up the entire plane.
Yeah.
That jacket was older than I was.
Yeah. And then Hawk just started singing "It's Not Love" to him.
Did he have the dyed black hair where you could tell the guy just was not going to let go of the...
It was brownish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just picture like the Just for Men, just thick black, like...
You know what would be... if
tar kind of color.
If I may be real continued, it must be hard to have... And all due respect, please give me this because it's true. At one point, Don Dokken couldn't have just walked in the airport. He was a giant star. MTV played the hell out of those videos.
Yeah.
It must be tough to go from being that guy to being this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
To have, I mean, imagine if you're like, it's like, imagine being big man on campus in high school and then having to live the rest of your life knowing that was the best part of your life. Don Dokken is still Don Dokken for all these years after being Don Dokken.
Well, that's why a lot of those guys still tour and still come out with music. We see it in sports all the time. Athletes can't hang it up because they just can't. They don't want to give up that life, that feeling.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's depressing.
I like it.
Now I feel bad for Dokken.
You should.
Well, hey, if you're waking up, Don, going, "What's the point of all this?" A radio show with pretty good ratings in Minneapolis just did 20 minutes of your songs, your album titles, your lyrics, your leather pants on a plane. Yeah. We talked about Dokken for 20 straight minutes.
Yeah, Hawk sang 25 of their songs.
You know what the worst part of it is? Don was listening. He turned. He got bored.
Don had enough.
And Abbott, I technically mentioned that PA was broadcasting from Target Field. Mission accomplished. All right, headlines next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Today's little Power Trip Morning Show. It's 8:27 on the dot. 3rd day of April already. Here we go. Would have been the birthday of Marlon Brando today. He was born in 1924.
Oh, man. One of the all-time greats.
One of the all-time greats. Love him. Anybody? No?
I'm trying to think if I've only seen him maybe 1 or 2 Brando movies.
Yeah, same.
And one of them's Superman, and that doesn't really even count.
Right. Yeah. He could have been a contender. Today's the birthday of Adam Scott.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Parks and Rec, Severance.
Yep.
He's fantastic.
Step
Brothers.
Yeah, right, all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss. Those are all
he's
3
great.
classics.
Step Brothers is so good.
Corey. Sauce, how much did you love Kelly on Beverly Hills 90210?
I've never seen an episode of that show.
Are you out of your mind?
No.
Jenny Garth, right?
Never seen
Wasn't
it.
that Kelly?
No,
It was Jenny Garth. Yeah, Jenny Garth. 53 years old today.
Yeah.
You guys.
I mean, 90210 was the game changer was when Tiffany Amber Thiessen joined as Valerie.
You have a problem.
You have an
was.
issue.
I mean, she was one of the prettiest gals of the '90s, and it wasn't even close. That
disagreeing with
face,
you, I'm
man.
just
Yeah, she was
Tough to beat that
She's
face.
still pretty.
Oh, wow.
Still
Yeah.
an absolute smoke show. But
Yeah.
Kelly Kapowski went to high school at Bayside, and then she upgraded and went to 90210.
Yeah.
And
She was out there looking for work.
man, Valerie was the adult
mic's on.
version of Kelly Kapowski.
Damn
It's
right.
like, geez,
Yeah.
what do we have here?
Yeah.
Man, that face. Yeah, now she's still killing it. She's doing like cooking stuff and home lifestyle stuff. She's awesome.
That's right. That's right. Another very pretty person, Sebastian Bach, 57 years old today, lead singer of Skid Row, as you guys well know.
Of course, we all knew that.
What's their best song, Hawk?
Probably, well, there's, it depends on what camp you're in, but I Remember You very, very much. Youth Gone Wild, of course.
Yeah.
18 in Life is probably a lot of people's favorite Skid Row song. But
Which camp are you in, Paul?
I don't like Skid Row.
oh, you know what? Act like you're cool. Go ahead. But we both know if they were here, you'd be like, I love you guys. Oh,
No, probably not. No, that band's terrible.
I'd feel bad for Louis, only not Steve.
I remember you came on the radio when I was turning into my high school graduation,
Oh, my.
and I
Were you just crying?
lost it.
You were just
How
crying,
does it
were
go?
you?
Oh,
Woke up to the sound of pouring.
Were you crying because your friends were graduating and you weren't?
that too.
The pressure.
That too.
Because you had to do the video for it?
Yeah. I was on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
One of those things that I remember very well about Skid Row was the first time I ever heard Youth Gone Wild. It starts off with this, ba-na, ba-na, ba-na-ning. I was walking in Greenville.
Alabama.
And Ohio. And I heard just really loud coming from this car. And I turned around. It was an IROC Z Camaro.
Of course it was.
And it was this stunningly hot, in my memory, stunningly hot, blonde-haired girl. Had it turned all the way up.
Oh, she was the one driving it?
Driving.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
That's your
Nothing
dream.
sexy,
though.
but that's what I'm saying.
You passed out.
Yeah, that was my
That shaped the rest of your
Suzanne
life.
Summers right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, Sebastian Bach, 57 today. Eddie Murphy.
Saturday Night Live fame.
65.
Yes, the same.
And
Shrek fame.
Let's see. How old was he in the
People forget
mid-'80s? Yeah, I think 65 is a good guess because that was 40 years ago, and he was probably in his mid-20s.
Really good guess. He's 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, he's great.
He is. Yeah.
God.
And
that
he's
guy.
still got it, man.
He does.
Yeah.
He's still got it.
Yeah.
why are you so far away?
I'm so far away.
Is that?
I've been changing, but you'll never see me now.
Is that Dokken?
No.
Is that
on,
Skid Row?
man. It's crossfade.
So far away.
What? Who's Crossfade?
You know what?
Oh my
what?
God. Just leave. Go
What's
away.
their best song?
Nobody likes you.
That's
Wow.
true. Maxo does.
I love Saucy.
What's Crossfade's best song, Hawk?
Cold.
I do like So Far Away better than Cold, but Cold's their biggest hit.
How does that go?
Never meant to be so cold. Never.
What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am.
We
It's
have no
harmonized.
interest in what's
See
going
me hit
on.
that high harmony on you?
That was so good.
All right.
No,
Chills.
something.
Anyway, Eddie Murphy, 64 years old. That guy's great.
How do we get crossfade out of
How
that?
did we get to crossfade?
No idea.
Don't know. I'll just keep going because David Hyde Pierce, Niles on Frasier, 66 today. Alec Baldwin, 67 today. Seems much older than that to me.
Yeah.
Keeps kicking out kids, though, right? How many?
do.
When was the last time he had a kid?
A couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Tony Orlando, not Don though. Tony Orlando, 81. Tie a yellow ribbon. Wayne Newton still kicking it.
Really?
Saw him at a Raiders game. And I'm telling you, the only part of him that was still alive was his head. 83 years old. And here's something I truly didn't know, Corey. Do you remember the name Dr. Jane Goodall?
The chimp lady.
Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, her and Dave
right.
Matthews are really close.
Oh, that's
the
great.
only reason.
91
Well, that's the
years
only
old
reason
today.
I know who she is. Sorry.
No, does she
Who
have any
else
other
does she
friends?
associate with?
Yeah, here's a weird thing. Her and Ted Nugent are blood brothers.
Probably her and Don Dokken. I think she slept with the guy from Crossfade.
Oh, she wishes.
Yeah, she could.
Oh, Dr. Jane Goodall goes to Jersey Mike's with Jane Curtin.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny DeVito's so proud of them.
Yeah, Danny DeVito's the best.
He is.
Who is he friends with?
Danny DeVito?
No.
Crossfade.
Man. This show has ratings. It's unbelievable sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
unbelievable.
entertained.
Yeah. Should we do headlines?
Yeah, man.
All right,
Yeah,
because
let's
it's
go.
sponsored, and we love our sponsors.
Now it's time for headlines.
I specifically like this one. Wolf River Electric and WolfRiverElectric.com bring you headlines. If you want to get solar panels, solar panels in 2025,
sit down.
Wolf River Electric. Thanks, Wolf River.
I mean, the Soviets had the best national anthem of all time.
Had?
What happened?
Have still, I guess. I mean,
Of all time?
it's a badass national anthem.
Why are you staring right at me?
I'm talking to you. I'm sorry that you're afraid of eye contact.
I am.
I'll look.
I demand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawk loves it. I'll see you.
All right, I want all of us to be honest.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Hawk loves POV.
Not today, just in general. On an average day, give me the time of day you most likely have your first glass of water.
Oh,
Man.
If you had to guess.
I try and have one right when I get here, so 5 a.m.
10 a.m.
Axo?
I'd be going to sleep super high and wake up with cotton mouth, so probably like 4:30. right when I wake up, yeah.
Chris?
I have a glass sitting beside my bed. It's the first thing I do in the morning.
Oh, really?
Hawk drinks a ton of
I do.
Yeah, sometimes I do it in the morning. Sometimes I don't do it until 2, 3, 4 o'clock, maybe. 34% of Americans say they don't drink water until after 3 p.m.
What?
But 87% of Americans say that getting a lot of water and hydration is super important. So it's basically, that's what I think is the interesting stat is all of us are like, yeah, that's super important. We should do that. 34% wait until after 3 p.m.
Musk wants to know if Natty Ice counts.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll.
Yeah.
Well, that plays.
We'll accept Natty Ice in Milwaukee's best.
Yeah. I mean,
Told
unless
his wife Miller Lite
unless
has
Sauce
water
is
in it.
answering that in initials, then we won't accept it.
No chance. Gen Zers are the most likely to do it first in the morning, get water first in the morning. Boomers are most likely to go straight to coffee and skip water altogether.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of
Makes
sense. Yep.
Uh-oh.
According to a new survey, what percentage of people, no matter what, refuse to take leftovers from restaurants? They will not, doesn't matter if they didn't eat any of it. What percentage of people just do not ever take leftovers no matter what?
Probably like 30.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'll go 40.
I'll go half, 50.
I'm going to go 15%.
Zacho almost nailed it. Only 12%. 12% say no chance, not doing it.
Yeah, I don't ever have leftovers.
What?
In fact, the restaurants are usually out of food.
Yeah. Yes, I walk out, they put, sorry, we're closed forever.
The restaurants don't have any leftovers.
Yeah, the restaurant, they leave when I leave. Oh. Isn't that a Simpsons episode where Homer goes to like an all-you-can-eat shrimp buffet and eats everything? Cool story, man.
That was better than your Jane Goodall, Dave Matthews story.
Well, no, I was just, that's how I know who she is.
Paul, your hands up.
Jane Goodall, Woodhawk.
Yeah.
She
She's
likes
famous.
animals.
And she likes animals.
That's right.
And maybe she likes Dokken.
Man, I bet she does.
A 33-year-old guy in North Carolina named Jeffrey Bradburn. Jeff Bradburn. Let's just go with Jeff.
Yeah, man.
He got arrested. He went into a grocery store on Monday.
He got arrested just for doing that?
Well, he had a machete.
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
Well, that explains.
That'll do it, yep.
And he did steal two things.
Thought this was
Danny
America.
Trejo?
Not the same. Nope. He had a machete. He stole. I'm going to be careful because I've been watching White Lotus. He stole some incense and a cinnamon bun.
So he was stoned?
Zen.
Yeah, man.
With a machete. The store called the police. They tracked him down. He was eating the cinnamon roll at the time. Unclear if he got to the incense before they got to him. But
I can't blame him on the cinnamon roll thing.
And the story also mentions they're not sure if he used the machete to cut the cinnamon roll in half or not.
Boy, that's my defense. That's the only reason I brought it.
He was charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon, shoplifting, and possession of shocking drug paraphernalia.
I saw a video yesterday. Boy, I spent a lot of time on YouTube Shorts. I saw a dude, there was a lady being held hostage at knife point. And this guy talks the hostage taker into having him at knife point instead of her. And the guy does it, which was cool. And then in one of the baddest things I've ever seen, and this bothers me so much I can hardly think about it. That's why I'm telling you about it on the radio. The guy, out of desperation, reaches over and grabs the blade and takes it out of the guy's hand. By the blade.
Yep.
Because he's like, that's going to hurt, but that's much better than getting stabbed in the heart.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Crazy, man.
Oh,
I know, right?
That's greasy.
How about that?
To make that decision.
I know.
Takes so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in that situation? You never know, thankfully, until you're in that situation. Hopefully, you're never in that situation, right? You hope
that's
you're
greasy.
brave, right? You hope you're brave enough to say, put me in her spot instead, you know?
Right.
I'd be like, sorry, I got Dokkens on that.
Yeah, I got to listen to Dream Warrior.
I got tickets to Dokken tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, that story does kind of sound like a Dokken song in a way.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
You know, grab the blade so you couldn't reach my heart.
Yeah, that's
Why did you sing it like a country
Yeah,
artist?
Dokken just quit.
He's branching out.
They're doing cross genre now.
Whoa.
Like everybody else is.
What does John have to do with it?
Hot cross genre.
You can now buy KFC toothpaste for $13.
Gross.
Why?
They're calling it, and this is an exact quote, a direct quote. I'm not going to paraphrase this. A quote, full-on flavor takeover of your oral care routine. Hard pass.
Heard that one before.
Boy, that just sounds greasy.
Yeah.
Literally.
I love Raising Cane's. There is no way I would use Raising Cane's toothpaste.
See, I was just thinking about that, and I can completely disagree.
Ick.
What?
A cane sauce toothpaste. My only problem is I'd want to swallow it.
A button bar.
No, you can't even do that.
Zach.
How long are you going to talk?
What about Raising Cane's flavored chewing gum?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I don't know if I want chicken flavored gum. I just want the chicken.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want the gum either. I don't want it in candy form. I would not like it with a goat. I would not like it on a boat. I would not like it here or there. I would not like that anywhere. You know?
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, no thank you.
I mean, I maybe like the lemonade canes in candy form, sure.
Yeah, the lemonade's
the ice in candy form.
Sure.
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
Who the hell's going to buy KFC toothpaste? Are we sure this is not a delayed April Fool's Day thing?
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
It's April 3rd. They're saying this is legit. I don't know.
It's real.
Somebody look it up.
Oof.
It's real.
Fried chicken flavored toothpaste. Shoot.
Police in Minnesota are on the lookout for a person who stole a life-sized bull statue.
Whoa.
From a Heckles restaurant?
It's Edina, Minnesota.
Oh, they don't have Heckles in Edina. You got to go to Menominee for something like that.
The 300-pound stainless steel structure was taken from an Edina business called The District.
Wait, how big is the statue?
300 pounds.
That's a huge bitch.
Owner of the statue is offering a $2,500 reward for the bull's safe return.
God, why didn't I think of this? I could have stolen the statue and then held it ransom.
Yeah.
Local scrap yards are on the lookout for the figure. Yeah, I guess stainless steel. Maybe they thought they'd get some money out of it.
Yeah, you can sell it.
Boy, that'd be a hell of an operation to steal a life-size 300-pound.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Steel structure.
Need a lot of people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with it. Lest we get the horns.
Yep, lest. One day after Reese's announced for April Fools and an April Fool's Day stunt, after their Reese's announced chocolate bread
I'd eat that.
Yeah, duh.
Reese's chocolate bread apparently was a joke.
Reese's
but they have announced that this is real. Peanut butter and jelly peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I would try
they'd
that.
already had those before.
I don't know.
I would try that for sure.
Yeah, I think they're out.
PB&J peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
I don't know. So they announced them, so maybe they're not out.
Reese's Pieces and peanut butter cups all have those bits where they kind of gone the way of the Oreo, where they have 40 different kinds. They're all good.
Yeah.
All of them are good.
The big ones are the best.
How does Jane Goodall feel?
Big cup.
Well, I'd have to ask Dave Matthews. I wish I could ask Dave Matthews. There he is.
Hey, Dave. How ironic.
Don't you think?
You got your car, you got your hero.
It doesn't sound anything like him.
It's exactly like
I
him.
thought Dave was in the studio. I really did.
We just got sued for $5,000.
I'm just wondering.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Been
I'm
working
wondering
on
what a
it.
conversation between Jane Goodall and Dave Matthews would sound.
Well, who wants to be Jane Goodall? Any
Obviously,
volunteers?
I do.
Oh,
Would you like me to be the Jane?
yes.
Hey, Dave. It's happening. Man, monkeys smell bad. I'm sick of it.
Hack up your skirt a little more.
Ooh, aren't you a horny little monkey?
By the way, if somebody doesn't know Dave Matthews lyrics, they just thought my first instinct was to tell Jane Goodall to hike up her skirt.
There's a bunch of people are going to
They're
sue
like, wow, Corey
Dave.
really turned Dave into a perv.
Yeah.
No, that's just an actual
That's an
line.
actual line.
Hike up your skirt a little more and show your world to me. What?
A-plus line.
That was exactly what was going through my mind.
That's a great line.
I didn't know that was a lyric.
Stop it.
That's a great song.
If that was a Dave, I'm sorry, if that was a Don Dokken line, you would be making fun of it right now. And you know that's true.
Hack up your skirt a little more.
How would that sound?
Man, you have a good voice. Actually.
He does.
Thanks, Zach.
Does he not?
I really
Yes,
appreciate
he
that.
do.
That's so nice of you.
I
That's
know he
sweet.
does.
You could have made it back in the day.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey.
Coulda.
Hack up your.
It's basically Adam
Corey,
Sandler. No wonder they're friends.
Yeah, they're real
You're going to have to cut it
close.
from the podcast if you keep...
That is just a disgusting line, and I'm offended. Show your world to me.
Especially to Jane Goodall. She's trying to help animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dave's like, lift that up. Let's see what we
Hawk
got
and
there.
look.
Quit monkeying around.
You
Right.
look, Red Hawk.
Bro, look like a monkey.
What? It's over.
Come on, I gotta stand up.
Do you think she hooked up with any of them? Is that what you're saying?
No, never. Absolutely not. I have great respect for her. That one
Was
girl,
it just chimps or was it gorillas? What was it?
I think it was gorillas. wasn't it?
Gorillas?
Yeah.
Is she the gal from Gorillas in the Mist?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ew.
Wasn't
Get out of the way.
Oof.
Oh, Zach.
Didn't Sigourney Weaver play her in a movie? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think it was Gorillas in the Mist.
That's right. Yeah.
Paul, your hands up.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
Dude, are you kidding
Come on,
me?
man.
Absolutely. That'd be my last meal.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, thank you, God. That's all I ever wanted.
You need a deep breath.
I need deep breath. Is that a new toothpaste?
Yeah, KFC. Yeah, it's Zach's side hustle.
My
My
goodness, get out of
gosh,
this
man,
one.
they'll think everything.
Yeah.
You need a deep breath.
Deep.
Oh, that makes more sense.
There are people.
Zach, you need to brush your teeth. I already did.
You couldn't tell.
God, go to KFC next time. Jesus. Paul, you were saying something? Then you just got distracted by
What are you
the
looking
air.
at?
He's just staring out the window.
Did you see a ghost?
What are you looking at?
No, there are like two people up there on that building. It looks weird. I think they're up to something. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is it worth
Now there's
standing up to
another
look?
one.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah.
okay? Do we need to call?
Are they
No,
window
no.
washers? What are you talking about? Somebody
No.
going to jump?
No, I think.
Snipers?
Oh,
What's
they
happening?
Left. They left.
Oh, that was a fun
No, there
ride.
they are.
They
There
getting
they
it
go.
What? Oh man,
What are they doing?
scares me.
Freezing their butts up.
Yeah. Maybe they're getting it on.
Anyway, what were we going to say before you got distracted by two people?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh.
I don't add much.
No,
I don't have much.
Oh, great song.
Mike White, who's the creator of The White Lotus, claims he came up with the entire plot of season 3 on a hallucination when he was in a hospital in Thailand on a nebulizer.
What? Man, what?
For 2 days, I did not sleep. I was just lying in a hospital bed trying to think of what the show was going to be, and it just came to me. He said, it was like I had smoked crack, but I've never smoked crack.
Jesus.
That explains all the incest.
Whoa.
There's a lot of that in season 3.
Well,
buckle up. 1 episode to go. Never too late to jump on, Zachary.
I'm going to watch it.
I've seen clips.
You've seen what now?
Clips.
Oh. Do you know, like, the exact moment these things happen?
No,
that's a yes.
Ozzy Osbourne is not dead yet, but Sharon Osbourne is already planning his hologram.
Yeah.
Possibly even an entire Black Sabbath hologram show.
Yeah.
What?
I can see that.
She says, quote, technology keeps
future.
moving on and on.
Yeah.
You can do incredible things now. So what you could do in 5 years will be even better. You never know what the opportunities are.
That is the future.
Wow.
It's weird. I thought we moved on from the hologram artist
No,
thing.
it's going to happen. Kiss is going to do it in a big way. And
Who is?
Curls. They're going to do it in a big way. Yeah.
You know, you almost wouldn't need the hologram if you did a show like at the Sphere and you did the video right.
Right. Yeah, which is exactly it. I mean, that's basically what the hologram is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I would prefer it, I think, if the music was being played by a real band, but I guess I would just, I don't know.
Which they could do if, you know,
Yeah,
the
but that kind of
stems
takes
and-
away the
yeah.
idea, you know? I don't know. It'd be cool. Like, I mean, imagine now if you, I don't know, would you go to the X to see Freddie Mercury bounce around on stage exactly as he did at Wembley Stadium? You know? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool.
I think I would do it one time just to see it, maybe,
Yeah,
but I don't think it would be something I would keep
I
doing.
mean, you go to movies.
Yeah,
Right.
you just wait to see it on YouTube and move on.
I went to they've got these concert films they're doing now in like movie theaters and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's
Yeah.
fun because you're with other people who are fans of the band. The sound system
It's
kicks
gonna
ass.
be perfect. The
Yeah.
sound is
Yeah.
always going to be perfect. Yeah.
So
Right.
I liked it.
Good.
What if it was a couple of holograms and one of them was like Dave Matthews getting it on with Dr. Jane Goodall?
Poor
But you
Jane.
could watch it in person.
Who would watch that?
Can name one person.
Hawk.
Nope.
Me?
You definitely would watch that.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
I know you would.
I don't know if I would
I
watch
thought you were a fan, man.
Dave Matthews bang.
Yes, you would.
Would you watch
Oh, my God,
Don
yes, you
Dokken bang?
Why are you looking right at me? I don't care if Don Dokken gets it.
Would you, Hawk?
What do I care?
I'm curious.
Would you watch good looking 311 guy bang? Nick, I think his name.
Oh, you don't act like you don't know.
Exum. Is that
Oh, you
what it is?
just guessed his last name? Sauce, you're telling me Dave Matthews is down the hall here at iHeart, and he finds a lovely lady that works at one of these other stations and says, "Right this way, miss." And they go, "Paul, you want to watch?" You're saying no?
I mean,
That's a
Please
yes.
answer the question.
it was the only way that I could meet him.
Oh, MEET?
Yes.
He was going somewhere else.
I don't
there.
think he offered that, brother.
Sorry, Hulkster. Then maybe.
So the only way you can quote meet him is just to stand in the corner and watch him. You say, I have to take this chance.
Sure.
How awkward.
You
How
would
is
do
that
that-
going to be able to talk to him? I don't
Can't
think.
wait to shake that filthy hand.
How would that awkwardness compare to you guys on 311 day with the meeting the band there?
That wasn't that awkward. We had a chance to make
all
it awkward,
family.
but we were again. I'm going to say we were good fans. We were self-aware. Like, all right, this room's mostly close friends and family.
Yes,
Nick Swartzen
correct.
was nice enough to get us in that room, so we didn't clomp on the 311 guys at all. It was like, great show, man. I didn't do the whole like I've seen you 50 times, and no, we didn't do any of that. It was just great show, man. Congrats. And then they just kept
Thanks.
moving, and we moved on. We didn't clomp at all.
We were probably the only non-family in that room.
Maybe, yeah. And if that isn't the case, it was maybe 2 or 3 or 4 other people at the most. Everybody else seemed to know each other, so we're like, we got to get out of here. This isn't for us.
I told everybody Corey and I were on our honeymoon.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Did anybody start banging?
No.
Oh.
But if it was the only way I could meet him, maybe.
It is weird. I go out of my way not to be overly, fanny, I guess.
Yeah.
To the point where they
You've
probably
slept with a fanny.
I would. To the point where they probably think I don't really like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when Neil, we happened to be backstage at Metallica, and Neil Schon was standing 5 yards from me, and I was freaking out. I mean, that's the guitar player from Journey, right? And I purposefully didn't say anything to him. I kind of didn't even look at him. You know what I mean? Which is kind of dumb. I should find something in between there.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Chad Abbott's
again, one of my regrets is running to Dave Grohl at the bookstore. And I didn't say anything to him because I didn't want to geek out on him. I didn't want to bother him.
You should have done what you did to Jessica Simpson.
Yep, got to do it.
Got to do it. Red Bull.
I could have just told Dave Grohl, like, hey, man, big fan.
Or Cheryl
Congrats on all your success. And just move on. I don't need to say what don't have to introduce myself. Yeah. I don't know. Nice little happy medium.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Allen is broadcasting from Target Field next because it's the Twins home opener today.
Get your tickets and go on down. It's baseball, man. Come on.
You guys are great teammates.
Go see it.
Yeah.
Come holla at me if you see me on the old front lawn.
Yep, he'll be out there.
Yeah, scream at Max. Yell at him.
While we're on the air, please.
Yeah.
Wouldn't encourage that.
We're on tomorrow, 5:30 to 9.
Well,
Initials
you
at
guys are
8:15.
Wish me luck.
What are we at, Zach? Are we at $88K tomorrow?
That's right.
I think it's $88,000.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Back to the future speed here tomorrow. Here we go. At 8:15, that's tomorrow. 9 to noon. Twins home opener next.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You two have a love you.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.